You're watching Let's Chat.
For our movie fanatics and aviation fans, we have a really special opportunity coming to the Tennessee Aquarium's IMAX Theater. And today I also have the honor and privilege of introducing Captain Greg Boss Wooldridge, U.S. Navy retired. Thank you so much for making the time to be here.
Glad to be here, Amelia. This is terrific.
This is so exciting. So, okay, for people that don't know what Blue Angels is about, we talked a little about it recently with Allison Pryor of the Tennessee Aquarium. We'd love getting to chat with her. But for those who have no idea what this is about, what can you tell us about the Blue Angels?
I can tell you this. It's an amazing way to see the world. And when you get to go and watch tonight, or when you go, tonight is the best night, to the IMAX and watch us, the teams that I worked with, fly not only in IMAX but in 3D. I can't wait to see. I haven't seen it in 3D. It's going to be terrific.
It looks so cool. And at the IMAX Theater, I mean, it is a huge theater, and if you haven't had the privilege of going out to visit it, you certainly need to, and especially this film in IMAX. I think it's going to take you into the plane. So obviously, you are a retired U.S. Navy captain, and you were a Blue Angel. Can you tell me a little bit about your experience, what that was like?
Yeah, well, I don't know why they selected me, but I was privileged to get to go and do that flying. I got called back 2 more times. I think they gave me 3 times to try to get it right.
I love that. It's hilarious.
And so it was just so cool to work with the people I got to work with and to go around the country. And as a matter of fact, part of my tour was to take the team to Russia and a bunch of different countries in the far reaches of the world. Wow. Back in the 90s, so that was a treat. But when you go tonight, what you get to see is you get to see the high points of what we did and how you accomplished what you could and what the reaches of human endeavor were and how you're going to exceed what you ever think you can do. And it's amongst the really highly qualified pilots and how they come to a whole different level. It's you'll love it.
That is so neat. So it's obviously for people that are very maybe informed about aviation, maybe they're huge aviation fans, but then also for people who maybe don't know anything about the Blue Angels but really just want to see this movie. What are they going to experience at the IMAX Theater? One
of the neat things about the way we made the movie, I got to be part of the production, one of the executive producers, because I was a 3-time lead, so I could make that connection between the production team, which I was now part of, and the Blue Angels, so that I could see that what we could bring to the screen together without introducing any hazards to the team was going to be so perfect. And that was a lot of the fun in making it. And I think I went beyond your question, but
no, that's perfect. And I love that you are sharing your personal experience with that. Even this helmet here, tell me a little bit about the story behind this. I mean, this was your helmet, is that correct?
This is my original helmet. And what's neat about the helmet is it's got a gold coating on the visor so that when you're looking up at an airplane you're flying formation on, you won't get blinded by the sun. It's the same gold coating that the astronauts wore on the moon. And so it was really effective for that.
That is so neat. I mean, those are all those small details that none of us probably ordinarily think about, but they truly do make a difference. And just thank you again for your service and doing that for our country in the first place. How did you feel when you learned that you were appointed to leading the Blue Angels?
I thought, I'd come from commanding a squadron of F-18s in the Far East, actually, and I thought, okay, this is a great opportunity. And I think I'm ready. And I got to the Blue Angels, and my first ride was in the back seat of a 2-seat F-18. They have a few 2-seaters, right? And I was fired up. I was ready. Okay, let's go see what I'm about to encounter leading this team. So in the back seat, I went out with one of the pilots. He said, "How you doing there, Minnie?" They called me Mini Boss before I became the boss, which is what the name you pick up when you're on the team. "How you doing back there?" I said, "Ready, fired up, ready to go." He said, "Okay, I'm going to put the airplane into a high G turn." So he put the plane into a high G forces turn, and I'm watching the G meter go up through 5, 6, and then when it hit about 6 Gs, I passed out. I blacked out.
Oh, wow.
So, I was gone. It's because the blood gets forced out of your head, and your brain said, "Hey, I can't think anymore." And I came to, and I thought, well, I got to operate at a whole new level.
Absolutely.
So it drives you to understanding that you're going to be flying at a level you've never thought you could do before. And that's why I say, in this movie, you get to see pilots go beyond what they ever think they can do.
Well, that's amazing. And thank you again for sharing obviously your personal experience, then also the touch of you being an executive producer on this film, getting to really make it intentional and giving people just what you mentioned as well. For the latest information, if you guys want to go get tickets, head on over to the Tennessee Aquarium's website, tnaqua.org, and they'll also have IMAX tickets available as well. And it looks like there's not many left, so you guys want to make sure to grab them. And when does that start tonight?
Tonight, I'll be there at 5:30. We're going to do some autographs if anybody wants to get their poster with my name on it for some reason. I don't know why, but and then 6 will file into the auditorium, and there's about 30 tickets, like you said, left out of 300. So, but it'll keep playing beyond tonight. But tonight will be a fun time.
That'll be a fun time. Well, I think that we know why you're giving out autographs, because you're a pretty big deal. This is a pretty cool opportunity. Thank you again for making the time to be here. For the latest information, head on over to their website to snag those last-minute tickets. You certainly will get an experience once in a lifetime. For the latest information, tnaqua.org, and head on over to the IMAX tonight. Stay with us. More Let's Chat coming up right after this.